Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you are having an awesome day, that you had some joy in your day. I hope that you are feeling healthy and the weather is treating you well. It was warm today, but they're predicting below 30 tonight, I think. And so, like as the sun shifted and it got later in the day, like maybe around 3 or 4, we had the upstairs porch door open and it started to get really cold in here. So I shut that up while everybody was out of the house just to keep it from getting too cold because the house itself does maintain, it's an older house. So it does maintain kind of like a not particularly warm, which is going to be great in the summer. I probably won't be here for that because, I'm down to 2 to 4 months on my time. So this is about what's going out to Patreons. And at the tier where paper automatically goes out, there's currently only one person. So I uh, I wanted to show you some of it's retro, some of it's new. Um, what I've just been playing with, and then included with this is some of the paper I showed in the last pack. They'll get us the person who gets it automatically will receive a sampler pack of that as the happy mail and a couple of other things that aren't dyed yet. So this will be going out by the end of the month, probably around the same time the packs are available at the end of next week, like on Friday, Saturday at the end of next week. So not this Friday, Saturday, but the next one because I still have 3 or 4 batches to do, and I am super because I'm dying in smaller amounts. So 3 or 4 batches probably would be equal to what one was previously, and I think that I am hoping you guys will be as excited and as in love with the paper as I am. That's coming out. It's been such a super. Well, it was a super surprise to be able to dye this quickly, but also just reconnecting with the paper and the dye has been awesome. So listen to me just babbling away. All right, so what we have is this is somewhere between Tentative Dawn and Aquamarine. I was kind of doing like a throwback for that, but some of these items are vintage for me. Like this is a little bit retro store. I was able to come up with some stuff out of a few things I was able to send along ahead of time. Um, Originally, before I came here, the person was just gonna hold some things for me. So this is one of those paper hands, that you can get. I think I've seen them at the dollar store and other places. I think they're so fun. Little little glassine bag, a mini one. Coffee filters for 2 of them. Oh, it looks like 3. There's 3. Then there are some doilies here. Look at that fun doily. And the texture on it is nice. And then we've got the bigger size. This is like a 10-inch doily. So that is fun. I think that I love doing doilies and coffee filters. We have this popcorn bag, which I may be able to, I don't have more of this kind, but I think the person I'm staying with says that it's a kind of a thing that you can find every so often at the thrift store. So the possibilities out there. There is a 5x7 envelope here. Just the flappy kind. It's flappy. A ledger style. This is a check deposit register form, and it goes on both sides. And look at, you get a little bit darker color over here to go with the light. And I do not have auto focus on, but it does seem to be glitching a little bit, so I apologize about that. And then there is, let's see, I want to say that there is, in fact, some cardstock in here. There's one cardstock. Is it one? I may have only found one, but so the paper is, oh, nope, there's 2. There's 2 there. So 2 of the 110-pound cardstock. And this color is a little bit, it looks a lot lighter here, but It's not as light as it's coming out. The color is a little more vibrant than that. And then we do have some, this is a retro because you can see the chicken wire marks. And here we go. So, and this is bluer than it's looking. This is almost looking gray on the camera, but it is, I'm going to lift it up and see if I can't get you a better look at. It is more like that tentative dawn, that blue-green color, despite the fact that it is looking a little gray. I wonder if I close, let me try closing the window blinds maybe. And my shadow was in the way. Let's see if I shut up the window blinds, if we can get a better look at. It may be too much light. Now you can see definitely the variation from the color from here to here. And I think the color now is coming out a little, but that is more blue-green. It's showing grayer than it really is. So that is for my Patreon that gets automatic paper. The first little bit. So let's go ahead and kind of put that back together in its fun little way. Like that. And I think, the doilies are too big to fit the other way. But there we go. So that's that portion. And then there is a little bit of a purple portion. So you've got a piece of drawing paper. It's 2 pieces of drawing paper. Check it out. And it's got stippling on it. It's some of the stippling paper, which is an effect I like, where it looks like little dots all over the paper. And this is a little more red than it's looking on camera. Marks from this is paper that's marks from, it means it was on top, because sometimes I use the dye bottles to weigh down the corners. So the first few pages that come out often have that, and then you can see where the purple rested on the drying racks. And this one has a lot of stippling on it, and it's a little bit lighter, so very fun. So the lovely lady who gets this pack, who's, it's her automatic thing, I know that she'll enjoy this. Look at nice occlusion. That's where bubbles form between the layers of paper, and they don't pop, so they block the color a little bit, and they leave some markings behind. Here we've got a little bit of darker right there. Yeah, these were near the top. You can start to see some of the, and then the there's again 2 pieces of 110-pound cardstock. So just some fun stuff going on there. And again, this is making it look more purple. It's a little more red, especially these pieces. They're a little more red. It's a red leaning purple. And because, obviously, we all know that purple is blue and red together. And then there is a little tea dye component, or coffee dye component, I'm sorry. This is not dyed, but it is a nice size flat sack. It can be cut open if the person wants, or it could even be cut open this way and turned into just a page, because that would be very fun. So one nice flat sack there. I don't have a ruler yet. I can't tell you the size, but let's put it next to a piece of 8.5 by 11 so that you can get a look. Yeah. So just a smidge taller and a tiny smidge wider than a sheet of paper. So that gives you an idea of the size. All right. And then what are we up to? So there's that. I rescued a couple of sheets of wet wax deli paper. So you get that nice, it's a little bit thicker. It's got a little bit creamier feel. And look at some nice grungy pieces there. How fun is that? Okay, so 3 of those, and those are 9 by 12. And then 1, 2, 3. These are for doing a spelling test. So the teacher would say the words, the teacher would tell out the words. And then the teacher would collect them back up and grade them. And there's a little spot at the bottom for how many you got correct and how many you misspelled. There is 2 of these while you were out pads. I love these. They're such a fun. It's fun to put in a pocket because you can journal on it, front and back. And it's a fair amount of space. And then this is a guest check paper style. You can see table layouts right here. So it's just kind of a blank, open format guest check. We've got, that goes with the purple part. There are 3 purple coffee filters there. And then there are, so here's a polka dotty one. I haven't done polka dotty in a long time. One that went on a muffin tin. And that's always a fun. And then look at that. Look at that nice grungy edge on there. This wasn't dyed on a dry rack. This is a really, really old one that was flat dried on a towel. Oh, there's 2 polka dotty ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4 very nice coffee filters and a couple of doilies that are coffee dyed there to go with all of that fun stuff. And we'll slide that right in the back there. So that is the whole pack, those 3 components for this month, plus the Happy Meal / round out component for this would be the Calypso level, I think, which is not active right now. There is a new level that's opened up, reopened, I guess. So if you want to get tea / coffee dyed paper, it'll be one or the other, obviously. But that's what I'm going to be offering right now. Some of it will have hints of color, like with this month's. But it's like a random selection, and I think it's 50 sheets for, you'll have to, and the Patreon link is in the description box. If you're interested in signing up over there, the price listed on Patreon is the total price for everything in the tier. And I think that tier comes with the 50 pieces of paper once a month, a small Happy Mail. You get entered into a quarterly drawing for a giveaway of some fun goodies, which could be journals. Look at it. I don't know where it could be samples of, sometimes I just make little journals for fun. It could be that kind of stuff. It could be additional paper that hasn't been released yet. It could be sample packs of new stuff that are coming out. It could be any number of things, but the drawing is held for that level is held once a quarter. So obviously, if you're the only person in there, you would be getting it every quarter. But yeah, that's opening up. So this month, if you were to join for this month, you would be getting that Blueberry Kisses paper, and it's lovely. So, but yeah, go over and check that out if you would like to. I am always happy to answer questions if you have any. My email is in the description box as well. It's always in there if you need to get a hold of me, and I answer as quickly as I can. But I only check it 4 times a day, guys. So if I don't get back to you right away, know that it's coming up. So that is the Patreon pack. Let me spread that out a little bit so that we can, we'll not throw it off the table, though. That's no fun. So that you can see the whole thing again. So this pack is already done. I don't have any extras, unfortunately. But it gives you an idea of the size and amount of papers you would get on a regular basis. Sometimes it's sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a wee bit less. So it's between 50 and I think 80 sheets. That's because you never know what's going to happen in a month. And I've pushed one color right off the edge there. But that's this pack for this month for my one lovely Patreon who is at the automatic paper level. And the reason there aren't more is because it's been shut down for a while. You guys know I lost my dyeing mojo for a while, and I am so happy to have found it and to be able to be opening up some levels again. Like I said, the level name may change because I am rebranding. I won't be Darkwood Sanctuary anymore. I have a fun idea for a name, and so the levels will reflect that new name, and that is coming up. I think in the next week and a half, I'll be able to finish updating everything and using the new terminology that goes with the new name. But I look out for that because there'll be sneak peeks on Patreon. Um, what one thing I did forget to say in the last video, if you request a paper pack for that Blueberry Kisses in advance and you get your name on the list, know that Patreons at the $5 or above level get a 10% discount off the paper packs that will be applied at the time that I bill you with the paper pack amount, the shipping, and then that discount will be included for anybody who is a Patreon member at the $5 level or above. So if you're interested, you could consider that. It's a way to support the channel and to get a little something extra. If you're already buying in my sales, live or video, it's a nice way to get a little discount. So I hope you guys are having an awesome week. It's almost over. Tomorrow is Friday. Woohoo! We'll have made it to Friday. I look forward to see you guys at my first live on my happy birthday on April 2nd, coming up very quickly. Don't know what we're doing yet, but I will give you some teasers. Obviously, will be coming up on the Instagram, which is in the description box. And I'm even going to be trying out TikTok. So stay tuned for what will probably be an embarrassing, fumbling go at it, but I bet it will be fun. Even the embarrassing stuff turns out to be fun in the end, right? All right. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserve it. You are amazing, awesome people. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. And that is going to be the end. Let's push that button, guys. Push the button. Bye.